Hi, so you're about to do some baby yoga with me, Jackie Heffer-Cooke. Just a couple of things before you start. First of all, baby yoga is safe right from birth, but do be careful. Just respond to your baby's needs. So whatever they need to do, follow them. So if they've had enough and they're getting upset, then stop. If they need feeding, feed them. If you need to change them, change them. Do whatever your baby's needs. Some babies will like doing some movements better than others. If your baby is obviously showing that they're displeased, then please stop doing that baby move and do the next one instead and see how you get on, or take a little bit of some time out. Try again later on. For you, well, everything that I teach is safe, but do listen to your own body, all right? Even if I'm telling you something to do, if your body is saying no, then don't do it, all right? So listen to your own body. If you're concerned about anything, please do talk to your GP or talk to your health visitor or your midwife, and they'll be able to give you some advice. But fundamentally, listen to yourself, listen to what your body is telling you, and to what your mind is telling you, and also to what your baby is telling you as well, and be led by them. Okay, thanks, enjoy. Hello, welcome. I'm Jackie Heffer-Cooke, and this here is my baby for today. So she's around about 4 months old. Her name is Rosa. She's so called because my daughter Megan, who is 11 now, it was the name that she always wanted. So she called her Rosa. She has Sam's baby grow on. Sam, my little baby, is now 8 years old. So I don't have a baby that I can use myself, but I do use Rosa in my demonstrations when I teach baby yoga. So we're going to use her today. She's actually quite good as well, which is a kind of benefit when we're teaching this. So I'm going to put Rosa down here. All right, now what I'm going to teach you is the first half an hour class, and this is what I would teach anyone who comes to see me for baby yoga for the first time. It has lots of really good tools and techniques in it, and those of you who are watching, who I know, who I teach, hello. So this is your takeaway that you can now do at home kind of every day or tap into when you want to. And those of you who are new and are just tuning in, hello, it's very nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy our classes. So we're going to start. So your baby can lie on its back, is actually more comfortable, and actually without a cushion. If your baby has got reflux, then you might find that they're more comfortable having a cushion underneath their head and just being propped up a little bit. But actually babies are much more comfortable lying on their back. As mothers, we tend to want to, mother them up and put kind of cushions and pillows and things around them, but actually lying really flat is really nice and is really good for them. So if your baby is feeling so inclined, let them lie down for a minute and have a moment to themselves, because actually we're going to have a little focus on us. All right, now hopefully you have got a cushion around you. You can use a yoga block if you want to. You pop it just underneath your bottom like this to make you a little bit higher. But you don't have to use one. In fact, I don't for this. I use a cushion. All right, so this cushion off my sofa, all right, this cushion is for you, all right, not for your baby. All right, so pop it underneath your bottom. Good. All right, now what we want is we want for our chest to be nice and lifted. All right, so this is called mother's hunch. It's not so good. It's what gives you backache. All right, so when on a daily basis you're changing nappies or you're feeding or you're doing whatever you're doing with a hunchback, it's kind of going to give you a backache. So we don't want to do that. So remember this. Chest lifted. All right, so when we move around, we hinge from here. All right, we just hinge from the hips, move around, kind of this. Doesn't have to look weird like a robot. All right, put some fluidity into it, but hinging forwards and leaning forward with the chest is a really good idea. All right, so chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. All right, we're going to start with a couple of breaths. These breaths are a technique for mums. It's called the magic breath. All right, we take a deep breath in, and what we do is we just turn the corners of our mouth up like this and go also known as the R of delight. All right, so not the kind of groan of sorrow, which is more like all right, not that. Okay, so it's a nice deep breath in, and then turn the corners of your mouth up. So this is a breath that we may do just to gather ourselves, before we do yoga, but also it's a little breath that I use when I'm feeling myself getting a little bit stressed. And particularly I remember when I used to have a baby. They do cry sometimes, and as long as we've done everything we need to do, just occasionally, if we're kind of in the shower and got conditioner on our hair and we know they're safe, so we've just got to leave them crying for a moment, using these techniques like and just giving yourself a breath to get through those few moments is always a good idea. Another good tip is if you use those breaths on a kind of daily basis, then your partner gets to know when you're hearing them, so they'll always come and help you out if they hear you doing a few magic breaths. Anyway, we're going to start. So let's do 3 or 4 of these magic breaths. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last one. Good. All right, we're going to move down the body to the abdominals. So the abdominals probably postnatally are a little bit floppy and even a little bit sad. So we're going to give them a little bit of love. So pop your hands onto your belly. It's useful to put your hands on your belly while you're just guiding yourself. Have your hands here. And then just into the abdomen here. So we want to breathe right into the abdomen, like it's kind of like an inner balloon. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, hug your belly button towards you so your kind of tummy just hollows a little bit. Good, couple more. Good. So using that breathing technique as often as you can, because it is probably the best thing that is going to help you get your tummy muscles back, your abdominals, from around about 6 centimeters open when you're pregnant to just gently helping them knit back together. And as sooner we can do that, the sooner your core muscles start engaging again. And again, that's going to help your backache. Coming down, moving down, we're going to go to the pelvic floor. So important to exercise the pelvic floor. Ideally, as soon as you kind of get home or from day one, but if this is day one, that's good enough. All right, so we're going to do a very standard pelvic floor technique. Move, concentrate, down the bottom. All right, so down right at the pelvic floor, down at the base. All right, so the easiest technique is this. You're going to take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, squeeze and zip up the pelvic floor as you breathe in. Good, now keep it zipped up, but keep breathing in and out of the chest. But the pelvic floor is still lifted. Breathe in and out of the chest 4 or 5 times. Good, and then when you come to 4 or 5 breaths, then lower the pelvic floor back down, release it nice and slowly and gently. Good, all right, we're going to do it again. Breathe in, zip. Zip it up as high as you can, or whatever feels safe for you. And then when you get to the top, keep it there. Keep breathing in and out of the chest 4 or 5 times. Always fascinating how when you do pelvic floor exercises, your eyebrows always raise very slightly. Don't know why. Good, and release back down again. All right, we're going to do one more. Breathe in, zip up. Lift, 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 lift. Good, keep breathing in and out of the chest 4 or 5 times. Remember, not only do you want to have to sneeze and not, kind of frankly wee yourself later on, also every single child these days has a trampoline in the garden. You want to be the one who can bounce on it. All right, keep going. Good, and release. Good. So the rule of thumb with pelvic floor exercises, we just did 3 rounds, yeah? You do 5 rounds 5 times a day, all right? I know that's quite a lot, but it's only kind of about 5 minutes out of your life every day. And the way that I used to do it is every time I fed my baby, that's when I would do my pelvic floor exercises. So I remembered. Okay, moving on. Baby's still okay. If not, then obviously you need to do whatever you need. If you need to feed them during this, or if you need to, you know, change it, whatever you need to do, obviously get on and do it, and then you can come back to this. But for now, we're going to do a couple of stretches before we move on into the baby yoga. All right, really simple. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. Good. All right, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, your chin's going to come down to your chest. Good. Now pretend that you're kind of drawing a picture, a circle with your nose, and you're going to do some nice head rolls. So breathing in all the way up, nose to the top, breathing out all the way down. So nice mindful circles with the head, just working with the neck, breathing in up, breathing out down. Good. Let's go in the other direction. Breathing in up. Chest stays lifted, shoulders relaxed, breathing out down. Good, and again. Good, looking forwards. Breathe the shoulders up to the ears, and then breathe them all the way down and really pull those shoulder blades down behind you. Good, and again, breathing in up. Breathing all the way down again, really pull those scapula down. Good, one more, breathing in up. And this time just release them. Good. Link your hands together in front of you, a little sitting cat. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, begin to arch the back, belly button towards spine, relax the head down. Now breathe into the upper back. And as you breathe out, pull the fingers forwards a little. Good, breathing again into the upper back. Breathing out, pulling the fingers forwards. Good, one more time, really arching that back. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good, we're going to do a little counter stretch. Roll the pelvis back up again, nice and tall, chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. Take the hands, take them behind you, link them up behind, roll the shoulders back so the chest is really lifted. Lift the hands behind you if you can, link together. Take a deep breath into the chest this time. And as you breathe out, really squeeze those shoulders behind you. So this is so nice for you mums because you spend so much time with really humped shoulders, so give them a nice squeeze back. Good, one more time. Nice squeeze, good. Gently releasing as you breathe in next, give them a little shake. Good, all right, so let's have a little shake in front of our babies. Hello, baby. Have a little shake all the way up, so releasing now, okay? Ooh, nice release, shake, 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 shake. Shake, all right, and then up, give yourself a nice stretch at the top. And then as you come down, hinge and use your library lips. Good, and again, shake, 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 shake. Breathing in up, oh, get rid of all that tension in the shoulders. Good, and then lift. And one more time, here we go, shake, 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 shake. Loosen up, loosen up, loosen up. No one's watching, it's okay. And off you go, all the way up to the top. Breathe in and chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. Okay. Rosa, would you like to do some baby yoga? So checking out that your baby is ready and they're happy to do some yoga. They probably had quite a nice time just sitting down there, having a little look around. But now we're gonna see if they want to join in. So we're going to start with a warm-up song. It's a warm-up song that lots of people who do baby yoga know because it's taught in lots of different places and it's really fun. We do it as a warm-up. It's a kind of way of lifting our spirits. It's a way of, yeah, just kind of getting into our groove, and our babies like it because they know it means it's the beginning. So what we do is we start chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. Here we go. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree, peek-a-boo. These little babies are asking you to please come out so they can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. So what we do when we're doing a little bit of baby yoga is we try and work in a little bit of postnatal yoga ourselves. We kind of sneak it in through the back door because normally we haven't got half an hour just to do a practice. Sometimes we have, but if we want to do it with our baby, we sneak it in. So when we do our movements in baby yoga, make them really big, like the world isn't watching you. When you reach up, really stretch really high. Over exaggerate when you're doing your bends and really bring a bit of yoga into the practice. Okay, we'll do it once more. Are you ready? Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree, peek-a-boo. These little babies are asking you to please come out so they can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Hey. Kind of more fun with a real baby, but you get the idea. Okay, let's do some warm-up massage. All right, so massage is obviously really nice for your babies. I'm going to show you a little routine that you can do perhaps as part of the bedtime routine. If you're doing that, obviously you wouldn't have clothes on your baby and you would use a nice oil, which is obviously good for your baby. Nothing obviously perfumed or anything like that, something that's nice and soft and appropriate for your baby. All right, so our chest is lifted, our shoulders relaxed. We're going to use the balls of our hands and we're going to lean in. So we're coming to their chest, to their heart space. From their heart, we're going to massage all the way down to their hands, and then from their head all the way down to their toes. Yeah, so from the heart to hands, head to toes. Not too fast and not too slow. So you can do that again if you like. Heart to hands and head to toes. Not too fast and not too slow. Good. And we're going to go round and round and do a tummy massage. Now, tummy massage is obviously really good for little newborns to help them digest. And it's also good for bigger babies as well, if they do have any tummy upsets, or just really as a kind of settling mechanism. Particularly, I used to use this sometimes in the middle of the night, or just literally just put a hand on my baby once they got to 5, 6, 7 months old and didn't need feeding all the time. It's just a nice settling technique. It makes them feel really comforted. But if you, for the purposes of this, if you've got a bit of a tummy upset, or you're helping to wind them or digest something, can help with colic, then just go round and round. Now, important, always go in a clockwise direction. That is the root of the intestine. So the intestine comes up and across and down and round. So you want to go round in a clockwise direction. If you go the other way, you're pushing everything up. You don't want to do that. All right, so always going round and clockwise. Good. All right, so here we go. Round and round and round we go. Heart to hands and head to toe. Round and round and round we go. Not too fast and not too slow. Good. All right, we're going to do a little bit of what we call hip sequences. All right, so first of all, we're going to pick up our baby's shins. Now, make sure you don't pick them up on the joints, so not on the knees or on the ankles. We're picking up on the lower legs. We're going to bring our baby's knees into the belly as far as they come for your baby. You can even give them a little massage with the knees into the tummy when you get up to the top. And then for you, well, this is a good abdominal exercise, all right? As simple as it looks, all right? So keep your chest lifted and your shoulders relaxed. Every time you're coming in and out, basically your abdominal muscles are kind of grasping together and releasing. All right, so this is a really good exercise for you. So over exaggerate it a bit at home. Good. What you may find is that this jumping exercise is good for pumping. So you may find that you get a little pop when you bring your baby's knees up to your chest, which isn't always a bad thing. All right, so a little jumping in and out. Good. We're going to sing. Are you ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Down the river. Row, row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a polar bear, if you see a polar, don't forget to shiver. Don't forget to shiver. This time we're going to the shore. Row, row, row your boat gently to the shore. If you see a lion, if you see a lion, don't forget to roar. Rah! Keep it happy, not too scary. Okay, to the creek. Row, row, row your boat gently to the creek. If you see a little mouse, if you see a little mouse, don't forget to squeak. Squeak, 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 which is about the time in my class where I normally remind mums that at some point they did have a proper job in their lives. And squeak, 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 squeak. Good. All right, here we go. Last one. Gently as can be. Row, row, row your boat gently as can be. Good, lift up, 'cause if you are not careful, you'll fall into the sea. Splash! Good. All right, we're going to carry on and do some more hip sequences. Are you ready? We're going to do the lotus. We might as well do a half lotus as well. So take your foot, lift it. If you can, if you can't, doesn't matter, don't do it, it's all right. But if you want to, lift it up and just put it to the side. Just a little reminder, when you are sitting doing baby yoga, it's a nice idea to remember about aligning your pelvis, all right? So do have either crossed legs, or you can sit here with the cushion underneath if you're starting to get a bit uncomfortable, or kneel, all right? But as far as possible, don't sit in positions like this, or anything that looks too uncomfortable, because you're really trying to help yourself, all right? So either sit in this position with your cush where you're half under your bottom, up in a kneeling, or in cross-legged. Or for half lotus, in half lotus. So here we go. We're going to give our babies a little bit of a half lotus as well. So a nice stretch through the pelvis. So we're going to give them a stretch and then chicka, 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 chicka. Good. And again, stretch and chicka, 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 chicka. One more time. Stretch and chicka, 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 chicka. Good. All right, let's do the other side for us. Let's do the other side for you. So hopefully you're getting a few more giggles than Rose is giving me, but we'll see. So give it a stretch and chicka, 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 chicka. Good. And again, stretch. Chicka, 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 chicka. Stretch. Chicka, 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 chicka. Good, well done. All right, now we're going to come to the butterfly. Now you can sit in the butterfly if it feels comfortable for you. Butterfly position is a nice yoga asana. Important with butterfly not to arch the back like this. So if you're finding yourself do that, maybe go back to cross legs. All right, but chest nice and lifted, feet together if that feels comfortable for you. All right, bring your baby a little bit closer to you. Now, the only time when we wouldn't do butterfly with our babies is if your baby has clicky hips. You will know that because the hospital would have told you before you checked out. All right, so if your baby hasn't got clicky hips, we're good to do butterfly. So baby can do butterfly feet together. Good. Rosa's baby grows a little bit big for her look. I'm just going to move that up, Rosa. There you go. All right. So we're going to go from side to side. All right. So keep your chest nice and lifted. Good. And then we're going to go round, and round, and round. Good. Round and round in the other direction. Round and round. And round, good. And then we're going to give them a little stretch, open, peekaboo, and close again. Good, little open, and peekaboo, and close again. Good, here comes the song. Open, close them, open, close them. Give a little tap, tap, tap. Open, close them, open, close them, lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, creep crawl them right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Good. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Good. All right, so carefully uncrossing your legs. Good. All right, so we're going to see if we can sneak in a little bit of exercise for us, all right, as well. We're going to put our babies onto the mat in front of us, leave them there. We're going to come onto all fours and we'll see if we can just do a little bit of a routine with them down lying on the mats, all right? So take your cushion away. Be careful as you move around. Most things that go ping are when we're in kind of moving around in transition, all right? So don't be moving around like this if you can help it. Still got lots of relaxing going on in your body, all right? So be careful. Keep your knees relatively together as you move around. Look after yourself. It's important. Good. All right. So from here, you can come over your babies, keep them entertained. Good. Now, we want your fingers to be really beautiful, really spread out like this, third finger pointing away from you. You want your shoulders to be away from your knees. No, not your knees, your ears. Your shoulders to be away from your ears and your knees under your hips. All right, nice, good, flat back position. Good. So first of all, we'll do a little bit of cat-cow. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, bring your belly button towards your spine, arch your back, slowly push into your hands, let your head fall. Now what you might find is your baby starts giving your hair a little bit of a tug at this point. Rosa doesn't, so that's kind of good, all right? So stay here, really push into the hands, really tuck the tailbone under and breathe. And then as you breathe in, you're just going to lift the tailbone and then you kind of unwind the whole of the spine until you lift the chest, lift the head and really open the throat up as well. Good. One more. Breathing out, tucking under. So cat-cow is just a really good thing to just, you know, throw a few shapes first thing in the morning if you can to help your body and maybe last thing at night. Cat-cow is probably the best thing for you. Lifting the pelvis, kind of unraveling the spine till you lift the chest and lift the head again. Good. Come back to a nice flat back. You can do a few little mini press ups if you want to. You can link the feet behind you, just cup the feet together like that. Take a deep breath in, and as you come down, you can just go chugga 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 chugga. Give them a little kiss. Breathe in, back up again. Keep your belly button towards your spine. Chugga 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 chugga. Good. Breathing in, back up again. Let's do one more of those. Chugga 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 chugga. Good. Breathing in, back up. We can roll the cat a little bit if we want to. Putting your nose just in front of your fingers. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, tuck tailbone under, arch back, head hangs, and then down to the feet. Breathing in, up the baby. Good. Breathing out, tuck. Breathing in. Good. Let's do one more of those. Good. And then when you're here, back on all fours, let's do another little twist. So you can breathe the right hand up as far as possible. Give you a nice stretch around the sides of the pelvis, and then come down. And if you want to, you can just pass through, keep the belly button towards the spine, breathing in, back up again, and good, passing all the way through. One more on this side. Good. And then to give yourself a nice stretch, take the right foot back so that the back of the foot is adjacent to the back of the mat. Take the left foot back to support yourself. Make sure that your hand, your knee and your foot is all nicely in line, and then you can really push the pelvis forwards. Give yourself some space and distance between the ear and the shoulder, and really lift and stretch. Breathe here for 2 or 3 breaths. Good. Pelvis is forward, really lifting through. And then wee. Chicka, 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 chicka. Good. So we're going to obviously do the other side, yeah? So coming to the other side. Lifting up the left arm. And chicka, 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 all the way through. So these noises you can make just to entertain your baby. They tend to like it when you give them lots of chicka, 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 chicka noises to play with. Good, one more time. Breathing in, lift up. And chicka, 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 all the way through. Breathing in. We're going to come to that nice stretch. Left foot back, right foot back to support yourself. Hand, knee and ankle all in line. And then breathe in, lift and stretch. Pelvis forwards. Relax the jaw. Relax the left hand. Look up towards the hand if you can. Good. One more breath. And chicka, 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 chicka. Good. Good. Pad yourself back. Chest is lifted. Shoulders relaxed. Good. So hopefully you've given your back a bit of a nice stretch. We're going to have a little bit of fun with our babies. All right, so we're going to pick them up in what's called the spiral roll. All right, so this is a nice way to lift up your baby again, to look after you and your back and to keep yourself in line. So what we do, excuse me, is we take the right hand out, put it down over your chest, maybe use your left hand if you're left-handed. Left hand up this way, take it underneath your baby's back, support the head still if your baby's really little, and then bring your left hand towards you. Spiral, roll. Good. So here they are. All right, say hello, Rosa. Okay. So we can do a little sitting cat-cow, all right? Get your cushion, pop it under your bottom. We're going to have a little stretch through for your baby. Now, babies, you know, they're born with a kind of instinct to do this quite a lot of the time, to kind of curl themselves up. So we're going to encourage them to stretch out into the world around them, all right? So we just give them a little stretch through, and we can have a little stretch at the same time. So this is a bit like a kind of sitting cow, if you like. Lift the chest up, arch the back, open the throat, good. And then as you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, come in, give your baby a little cuddle. Good, little cuddle, 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 cuddle. Good, and again, so breathe in, lift up, unwinding, chest lifted, open your baby, give them a nice little stretch. And then as you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under, arch your back, shoulders in, and with them, give them a nice little cuddle. Okay, we're going to do it with a song. You know this one. Start with your chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. Here we go. Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. Lay your hands upon your... One more time. Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. Lay your hands upon your knee. Good. All right, well done. So, a little bounce. Yeah, a little bounce. So your babies love to bounce. You know they love to bounce. And the reason why they love to bounce is because they have been bouncing around in you for some time, for a few months probably, and they like that feeling of the movement. Also, it's good to move our babies around and bounce them in baby yoga and such like, because our babies really, you know, like historically, anthropologically, wouldn't have been in buggies and car seats and things that are really like that with them all the time, actually. No, they would have been in slings and cloth and things like that. And when they're carried around and those kinds of things, they do tend to move a lot more. So you get a lot more movement through the spine, which actually is really good for your baby, which is one reason why it's good to do some baby yoga, for that reason. So, you know, we're going to give a little bit more of an effort to that, and we're going to give them a little bounce. All right, so you can give them a little bounce. Now with little babies, baby yoga is really safe for newborn as long as you're careful. We're going to just bounce them obviously a little bit more gently, and you keep the head forwards when you bounce. All right, so we never want this to happen. No, all right, so always forwards. All right, little bounce here is fine. Bigger babies, they're going to enjoy this. With the really big babies, you're going to go, no, because this is a workout and it's hurting my arms, but it's good for you, all right? So work your arms, because the arms are the things you need to build up, because you will be carrying your babies probably until they're about 3 years old. So it's a good idea. So give them a little bounce like this. Good. Now, if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can have a little bounce as well, all right? Lift your pelvic floor, please. Good. And then you can sing a song if you like. Bouncing up and down on a big red tractor, bouncing up and down on a big red tractor, bouncing up and down on a big red tractor, bringing in the hay. Way! Yellow. Bouncing up and down on a big yellow tractor, bouncing up and down on a big yellow tractor, bouncing up and down on a big yellow tractor, bringing in the hay. Whee! Last one, blue. Bouncing up and down on a big blue tractor, bouncing up and down on a big blue tractor, bouncing up and down on a big blue tractor, bringing in the hay. Way! Good, well done. That's probably enough of that for now. Good. All right, well, I'm going to show you how to do something in the supine position, which is lying down. We're going to do a little bit of the butterfly again, what we call the cradle in that position. All right, so I'll show you what we're going to do. So you take your cushion away from your bottom. All right, I'm going to come round in this direction so you can see what my baby and my legs are doing. All right, I'm going to lie down carefully on the floor. Now, those of you who've had cesareans and things like that, then do be careful. All right, only do what your body tells you to do. All right, and if anything hurts, obviously don't do it. All right, but it's safe as long as you protect yourself. Now, your tummy muscles are not ready to lift yourself up and down off the mat too dramatically. All right, so we protect that, and the way we protect it is when we come down onto the mat, we arch our back and kind of roll down. All right, so I'll show you. Have your baby facing you. And then here we go. So I'm kind of rolling my back down onto the mat here. All right. And then if your baby's all right, we can lift our feet up in this position. All right. And then you can link them together if you want to, or you can just have them here. Now, if your baby's little, you're going to have them in this position. If they're a bit bigger, you can pop them all the way back like this. All right. Now I have got a bit of a microphone on here, which you probably won't have, so that's probably good for you, but I'm just going to take it off and put it over there. Good. All right, so from here we can have a little sway from side to side. Good. So this is nice for the kind of vestibular development of your baby, which is kind of balancing and space, that kind of thing. And if you tuck your tummy in and you really push your back into the floor, then this is going to be nice for you, for your core muscles. Nice little rock from side to side. We can sing a song if you want to. I might get my cushion, pop it under my head. Good. And the song goes like this. You may know it. This is a clean version. All right, it goes like this. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can they flap away your frown just by flapping up and down? Do your ears hang low? One more time. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can they flap away your frown just by flapping up and down? Do your ears hang low? Good. Pop your feet down onto the floor. Have your baby facing forwards looking at you. You're going to put one leg up in the air and you can just hook yourself up. Whoosh. Good. Moving your baby and yourself back to a nice kneeling position. Good. All right, it's going to put my microphone back on. 1 minute. Nearly there. Good. All right. So we're going to come up to standing. Now we want to do this nice and safely, all right? Mums are on the floor an awful lot. You get up and down off the floor an awful lot, all right? This is not the way to do it. Ugh, ping, no good. All right, so look after yourself, all right? We're going to come up to the standing position, but I want you to do it nice and safely, so we're going to talk it through. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, right foot in front of you, all right? So have your right foot in front, and make sure that your feet are kind of hip distance apart. All right. If your knee is hurting, then for now, definitely put a cushion underneath your knee if you want to. We're going to have our baby either here to come up, or you can have them here, whichever is more comfortable for you. All right, or for your baby. I'm going to have Rosie here. All right. So feet hip distance apart. We're going to have a little bit of rock. We're going to sing a zoom zoom to the moon on the way up. On your way up, I want you to lift your pelvic floor just to help you with your core muscles when you come up to standing. Here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toe under and whoosh, all the way up. And we're going to come to the safety hold. So this is the safety hold. This is a hold that probably, here's the safety hold. This is the hold that probably lots of you perhaps use already. Maybe you didn't know that it's called the safety hold. Maybe it isn't, just a name it's been given, but it is safe. And it's a lovely hold for your baby because they get to see out, which is a good thing. It's a nice hold for you because it's nice and natural. And what you can do, what I kind of want you to do is just be a little bit aware of dropping into your centre of gravity with your baby. All right, so for obvious reasons, when we're holding our baby like here, and we kind of found our nice kind of centre of gravity, it makes them feel a bit more relaxed, and it's definitely easier for us to hold. If we end up kind of holding our babies here, you know that's not going to be very good for you. You can see why, yeah? And if we end up holding our babies kind of, I don't know, here, you can see that obviously my shoulders are really tense, all right? That tension isn't just going to be in me, probably your baby's going to feel it as well, all right? So, relax, it's okay, you know, like, you know, usually mums get it right, we don't all the time, but relax, it's okay, you're doing your best, we're all doing our best. All right, so here we are, we can give them a nice little relaxed hold. Good. All right, so we're going to have a go at a little swing. Babies really enjoy the feeling of swinging, the enjoying of the movements. Again, you can do it with little babies, but just do it really gently. And the bigger the babies, the more you can swing, but they'll enjoy this idea of moving around again spatially. So you're going to take the right foot forwards, left foot back. All right, so give yourself a little bit of bounce in those knees. All right, what you don't want to do is this. Bad for your back. All right, so chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, a little bit of bounce in the knees. All right, and then from here you can get a little bit of rocking backwards and forwards, and then before you know it, baby can join in. There you go. All right, so with little babies you're just going to make little movements. With the bigger babies, bigger movements. And with really big babies you can really put some whoosh. Hello everybody, how are you? Hello everybody, how are you? We're glad you came today, and we just like to say, hello everybody, how are you? Good, bring them in. Take your left foot to your right foot. Swap your hands over, left, right. It's good to get into good habits of using both sides of your body. Take the right leg back, left foot forward. Again, give yourself a nice little bounce in the knees so you haven't got too much of a weight on your back. Don't want to be doing that. Chest is lifted, nice little bit of bounce. Good. Again, smaller with smaller babies, bigger with the bigger babies. And whoosh, whoosh, Hello everybody, how are you? Hello everybody, how are you? We're glad you came today, and we just like to say, hello everybody, how are you? Good, slowing down. Good. All right, so we're coming to the end of our session. At the end of baby yoga, we always make sure that we have a little bit of relaxation time. Relaxation time, I believe, is one of the most important gifts that you can give your babies and your children, teaching them how to relax. I think that in today's very busy world, we work really hard, which is good, and we play really hard, which is good. But maybe teaching them to do a little bit of rest and relaxation, perhaps in the middle, is forgotten sometimes. So it's a nice skill to be able to teach them how to do and what to do. So after about 20 minutes, definitely half an hour of activity, your baby has actually had enough. The little babies, they only need about 10 minutes or so. The bigger babies, the more you'll get from them. But after this amount of time, it is enough. They will become a little bit overstimulated. Even if they seem still quite active, it's time for a little bit of quiet time. So let's get them into a nice comfortable hold. So this can be any hold that feels nice for you, any hold that feels nice for your baby. Just give them a nice little hold. Now, they're going to need a bit of time after all of that activity of, doing swings and bounces and being swung around in butterfly cradles. They're going to need a little time to calm down. So when we're in class, what we do is we dim all the lights and we just walk around for a little bit. And when we're walking, we do become quite mindful of our breath. We make sure that our feet are kind of hip distance apart because we're working on kind of closing down the pelvis after pregnancy. So make sure that your knees are facing forward, make sure your feet are facing forwards. And then just start to relax the body a little bit. So just relax your forehead, just relax your chin and your jaw, and just relax with your baby now. Now's the time to soften. Maybe just having a little walk around the room, just a nice bit of quiet time. And then what's always nice is at the end of class, before we come to our relaxation, which we will do in a minute on our mats, we always sing a little lullaby. So a lullaby I really believe in, and the reason why is because I kind of believe in good positive conditioning of kids. I think it's a good thing, get them into good habits. And using a lullaby is one of the ways that I've really kind of positively trained my babies and my children to know when it's bedtime. I did it from when they were very little babies, and even Sam, I did it from when I was pregnant. I used to sing him the lullaby so that after he was born, he kind of knew the song already. And my kids are now 11 and 8, and my 11-year-old still asks me to sing the Rainbow Song when I tuck her up in bed most nights. So we're going to sing the Rainbow Song. It's the song that my mum sang to me, and it's the song that I sing to my kids, but definitely come up with your own lullaby and use it every night, every single night, even from when they're very young, putting your baby down to sleep at night, and they will get used to the fact that that lullaby means the end of the day. Okay, so we're going to sing the Rainbow Song. Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too. Listen with your eyes, listen with your eyes, and sing everything you see. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing along with me. orange and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too. So very gently, keep humming. We're going to see if we can lie down. We might lie on our side. We might be able to lie on our backs. Might be able to come to Shavasana position. So now is the time for you to take just a few minutes at the end of this session to yourself. If you can lie flat on the floor, then do. If you can't, because your baby doesn't want to do that, then that's fine. But just sit down and let your eyes glaze. If you need to still stand up and move around with your baby, you can do that. Just move around gently and softly. And again, let your eyes glaze. Just tuning into your breath. Tuning in and just slowing it down. Let your forehead relax. When we get tired, we do get a lot of pressure around the head. So see if you can let it go. See if you can melt away any of the little lines on your forehead. See if you can make your forehead nice and smooth. Let it feel a little lighter, soft. Let that relaxation drift down across your cheeks. Eyelids are closed, soft. Let the relaxation drift down across your jaw. Let your teeth very gently part. Let the tongue spread in your mouth. Just relax the whole of your jaw. Let the relaxation drift down through your neck, into your shoulders, down into your arms and hands that are normally working so hard for you. If you can, right now, let them relax. Give them a break. Give them permission to just soften. Feel that same relaxation across your chest. Heartbeat at a night resting level. Let the relaxation drift down across your belly, your back, down into your pelvis. Let your pelvis relax. Let your thighs relax. You haven't got to go anywhere right now. So let that relaxation drift down across your knees, into your lower legs, your lower legs down into your ankles, and your ankles down to your heels, all the way into your feet. Reaching the very tips of your toes. Your feet are soft. Your legs are soft. Your back, your pelvis, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, hands, even your fingers. Neck, feeling the weight of your head as you let the total weight of your head relax into the mat or the chair beneath you. Whole of the body relaxed now, whole of the body is soft. Just falling down into the mat beneath you. Letting the floor be the floor and letting it hold you up. No tension anywhere. Every single muscle is soft. And then when you're ready, you're going to find some energy to get on with the rest of your day. So if you're ready to get up now, we're going to start to wake the body up. And we do it slowly. We start just moving our hands and maybe moving our feet, wiggling our toes, wiggling our fingers. Bring your legs together, give your feet a bit of a stretch out. Bring your hands together and bring them up above your head and really stretch from your fingers to your toes. If you can, if you don't have a baby on you, or if you can manage it around the side of them, bring your knees up and just have a little sway from side to side. And then very gently we're going to rock over onto the side whenever you're ready. Just a little bit of a pause after the pause here. And then gently, we're going to push ourselves back up to a seated position. Keeping this feeling of relaxation with you. Taking it with you perhaps into the rest of the day. Take a deep breath together. And breathing out. Breathing in together. And breathing out. One more. Breathing in together. And breathing out. Namaste. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed.